Good morning, boys and girls. It's Monday morning, and Mrs. Marvel is going to start our morning with reading you our story about Jesus. We've been learning that Jesus didn't just stay a little baby, did he? He grew up to be a boy. Remember, he went to the temple, and his mommy and daddy thought he was lost, and they were so afraid they couldn't find him, and they finally found him. And he said, "Why were you looking for me anywhere else? Didn't you know I would be in my Father's house?" And then he grew and he went home and he obeyed his mommy and daddy and he listened to them. And then he became a grown-up man, like your daddies at your house. Well, Jesus had an important job. We learned that he was baptized by his cousin, John the Baptist. And now he's getting ready to start his special work. And the first thing he's going to do is perform a miracle. What is a miracle? A miracle is something that I can't do. And it's something that you can't do. It's only something that God can do. Well, Jesus' first miracle. Jesus went to a wedding. Do any of you guys, have you gone to a wedding or maybe even been in a wedding? Mrs. Marvel has a granddaughter who's getting married in 2 weeks, and I'm excited to go to her wedding. He went to this wedding with his mother, Mary, and his disciples. Remember, those were his special friends that he chose to follow him and to help him spread the message about God. Mary heard the servants say there was no more wine. That was like something special they drank at the wedding. And everybody was going to be thirsty. And that would be really embarrassing for the mommy and daddy of the bride and groom. "What can we do?" they said. Mary told the servants, "Do what Jesus tells you to do." Jesus said, "Fill up 6 jars of water, dip out a cup, and give it to your master." Well, they filled up these big jars of water. There were 6. Can you help me count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They filled up 6 big things of water. But the master of the house didn't want to give his guests water. But when he dipped in the cup, when they did what Jesus said, she saw the wine instead of the water. The servants were amazed when their master tasted the wine. He told the groom, "You have saved the best for last." Do you know what? The wine that Jesus made was better than the wine they bought. Jesus does everything the very, very best. Do you know what? That's something I can't do. I can't get a glass of water and fill it up and have it turn into something else. Jesus didn't even put anything in it. He just said, "Turn into water, the water into wine." And it did, because Jesus is God's Son. Jesus has special powers, and he can do miracles. Miracles are something that you and I can't do. Well, our Bible verse that we're going to work on, and you can maybe try to say this at home with your mommy and daddy, is found in the book of Psalms. And it talks about our tongue. Can you stick your tongue out? I know you were not supposed to stick our tongue out at people, but it says, "Keep your tongue from evil." Can you try to say that with me? Keep your tongue from evil. That means don't say mean things. Don't say naughty words. Don't say bad things that make people sad. Don't tell mommy and daddy no. God wants us to use our tongue to say things that are kind and helpful. Let's see if we can say it together. Keep your tongue from evil. And we'll keep working on that verse some more. Well, let's look at our calendar and see if we can find out what day it is today. Mrs. Marvel's going to step back here by our calendar. I hope you can see me. Let's see if we can count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What does an 11 look like? It's a 1 and a 1. Let's look over here. Do you see it anywhere? Right there. The 1 and the 1. And it says no school there because you're doing school at home. But Mrs. Marvel's going to go ahead and put our number right in front there. And let's see what day it is. Can you help me? Sunday, Monday, the first day of the school week. So we're going to put Monday up here. Let's see if you can say my song. Are you ready? God made 7 days in a week, days in a week, days in a week. God made 7 days in a week. Can you name them? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday makes 7. And remember, we have a brand new month and a brand new year. It is January 2021. So today is Monday, January 11, 2021. And it's still a pretty cold day out because it is still winter. It is still winter. Well, I want you to look at my alphabet. And Mrs. Marvel should have sent one of these home with you. Next week I will, so you can do it at home with me. But right now, we're looking at the little letters, the baby letters. Remember, we already learned all about the big letters, the uppercase letters. But now we're going to learn about the little letters. So I want to see if you can say the alphabet with me. Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Some of the little letters look just like the big one, but they're little. Well, our letter today is like that. We learned about the little A. We learned about the little B. And those look different than the big ones. But today we're going to learn about the letter C. Can you make a C with your hand? Good job. Do you know what? The little C looks just like the big C, only it's little. So I would like you to get in your folder and find your paper with the little C. C starts over here where Sophie's squirrel is. And we go around and stop. We don't go all the way around like a circle. We have to leave it open. Ready? Around and stop. Do it again. Around and stop. Good job. Well, I want you to try to trace around the C. And there's some little ones down here. See if you can walk on the line. And then there's some pictures that start with C's. I wonder what they are. Can anybody tell me what this is? It looks like a birthday cake. That would be a B word. But a cake. C says k. Can you make a k sound for your mommy or your daddy or brother or sister? C says k, like a cake. Do you know what this is? Corn. A corn cob. That's a k sound. And what is this man? Can you tell what he's supposed to be? A cowboy. You're right. He has on spurs and a cowboy hat. A cowboy. C says k, like a cowboy, a cake, and corn. So I want you to color the C pictures. And then we're going to do a couple of really fun papers. Here is Jake and his friend Marcus, and they're playing out in the snow. We have talked a lot about how Jake and Marcus had to dress to go out in the snow. Did they have to wear a hat? Keep their head warm. A coat? They have a scarf on, and mittens, and snow pants, and boots. And we need all of those things at school when we go out in the snow to play. So we need to remind Mommy and Daddy to send your snow pants and your boots. And you don't have to leave them at school. We can take them back home if you have them in a bag. But then if we go outside and it's snowy, you can put your boots and snow pants on and play and have lots of fun outside. Jake and Marcus built a snowman. And we made snowmen the other day with chalk on a black paper, and we drew one on the chalkboard, and you guys helped put face and hands and arms on him and made our snowman very special. Well, Max is hiding in his house. He's cold and shivering. Do you remember we had a coat for Max? Mrs. Marvel bought a winter coat for my doggie. For Sadie, do you remember seeing Sadie with her pink coat on? She looks silly, but it helps keep her warm. Well, when you bring this paper back, I have a Max sticker that we're going to put inside his doghouse. But right now, I would like you to finish drawing his house. Can you start with the little A? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Can you draw all the way around his doghouse? Then who remembers what color his doghouse was? Red. I bet most of you remembered. So can you color his doghouse red after you trace around the letters on the paper? Then we're going to talk about the number 8. The number 8. 8, we go around and down and back to the gate, around and down and back to the gate, around and down and back to the gate. Max makes the number 8. So we start up here. We go down and around and back to the gate. Down and around and back to the gate. I want to see if you can make some number 8s. And then I have another thing I want you to do with this paper. I want you to turn it over. And I want you to draw 8 snowballs. They can be little snowballs. They can be big snowballs. But I want you to draw 8 snowballs on the back of your paper. And then see if you can count them to Mommy. And see if you can have 8. Then we have one more fun paper to do. We talked about snowflakes, didn't we? And how snowflakes have 6 points. And you all had a beautiful snowflake that we sang our song. Do you remember? Snowflakes, snowflakes in the sky. Snowflakes, snowflakes, catch your eye. Snowflake, snowflake, touch the ground. Snowflakes, snowflakes all around. Snowflakes, snowflakes in the sky. Snowflakes, snowflakes, pretty to the eye. Do you know what? And we waved our snowflakes, didn't we? Well, I want you to cut these 3 snowflakes apart. I'm just going to cut on the black line. And here, so you have 3 boxes with snowflakes. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to look at the pattern. We've talked a lot about patterns. And you're going to see this is a pointy one, curly one, pointy one, curly one, pointy one. What would come next? A curly one. So you would find the snowflake with the curlies on the end and put it up here. So I want you to complete the snowflake pattern on both of those pictures. And you can glue them in there from your house. And then I have one more thing I want you to do. If it's not too cold, I want you to bundle all up, put on all those snow clothes we talked about, and I want you to go outside. And if there's snow, there might not be enough snow. If there's snow, you could help build a snowman and take a picture of it. If not, just go outside and run around and get a little bit of fresh air. But if not, I will see you on Wednesday. Mrs. Marvel misses you. Stay healthy. We had 2 children out last week, and then on Friday we had a little boy get sick in class and have to go home. So moms and dads, check your kids, make sure they're healthy before they come to school, and we'll just keep praying that we all stay healthy and can have a great time at school. Love you guys. See you on Wednesday.